It is Wednesday, April 7th, and the IRS, through the United States Treasury, has released a new statement saying that 25 million more stimulus payments have been dispersed, and there are more to come. Let's get to it. This is the breaking press release from today, and many of you already know it because a lot of you do receive Social Security benefits, SSI, SSDI, perhaps you're a survivor or RRB, and in your account today, or perhaps within the last 5 days, if your bank forwarded you the money, you finally saw the stimulus payment. However, some of you still have not, including veterans. So some of the information I'm going to share with you through this news release might be beneficial for those of you who may know somebody who has not yet received the payment. So let's go ahead and look at what the IRS is saying here. Social Security and other beneficiaries bring total to more than 156 million payments. VA beneficiary payments to be dispersed on April 14th. That's really important. We're going to get to that in the bottom. So here is the batch. In the bullet points here, the individuals who received this money. In total, this batch includes more than 25 million payments with a total value of more than $36 billion. They were tens of millions of payments off, and they still are off. I think we said 30 million or more. They still have a bunch of people to get payments out too, but they got a big chunk of that done today. Second bullet point, the largest block of these payments went to Social Security beneficiaries who did not file a 2020 or 2019 tax return and didn't use the non-filers tool last year. More than 19 million payments with a total value of 26 billion went to these beneficiaries, which includes Social Security retirement, survivor or disability, SSDI, and beneficiaries. More than 3 million payments with a total value of $5 billion went to supplemental security income or SSI beneficiaries. Nearly 85,000 payments with a total value of more than $119 million went to Railroad Retirement Board, RRB beneficiaries. I'm going to move on to the final bullet point here, which says overall, this fourth batch of payments contains nearly 24 million in direct deposit payments with a total value of over 33 billion and more than 1 million paper check payments with a total of nearly $3 billion. So overall, this is a really good thing. And let's be honest, finally, it should not have taken this long. The Social Security Administration should have updated the files a lot earlier, gotten the information over to the IRS, and it took far too long. But at least many of the individuals, at least 90+% who are in those categories have now received their payments. But so far, the veterans have been left out. And this is what they're saying about it. The IRS continues to review data received from Veteran Affairs, which covers veterans and their beneficiaries who receive compensation and pension benefit payments who don't normally file tax returns. If no additional issues arise, the IRS expects to begin processing these VA files at the end of this week. Because the majority of these payments will be dispersed electronically, they would be received on the official payment date of April 14th. The IRS projects VA beneficiary payment information would be available in the Get My Payment tool this weekend, April 10th and 11th. So if you know anyone who is a veteran who is really waiting on this money, please share this information with them. They can go to the Get My Payment tool, probably April 11th would be better, and they can see the updated information. Some of the banks may forward off some of this money, but it looks like the IRS is expecting here that most of the payments would be dispersed on Wednesday, April 14th. But what if you're a part of a group and you should have received your stimulus money and you have not? This last part may address that issue. Some federal benefit recipients may need to file a 2020 tax return even if they don't usually file to provide information the IRS needs to send payments for qualified dependents. Eligible individuals in this group should file a 2020 tax return to be considered for additional payment for their qualified dependent as quickly as possible. It goes on and says people who don't normally file a tax return and don't receive federal benefits may qualify for these economic impact payments. This includes those experiencing homelessness, the rural poor, and others. Individuals who didn't get a first or second round economic impact payment or got less than the full amounts may be eligible for the 2020 recovery rebate credit, but they need to file a 2020 tax return. So basically, this would be my advice to you. If you fall into a group or a category in which you should have received your economic stimulus payment, I would say give it another couple of weeks. There's still some being dispersed. But if you don't receive it by May, you may in fact need to file a 2020 tax return, which you can do all the way until May 17th, even if you don't normally have to file. And by doing this, then you can claim a recovery rebate credit and get the money that's owed to you. So I'm possibly here for the first, second, or third stimulus payment. I know a lot of people are saying they still didn't get the first or the second one. So if you don't normally file taxes, and you haven't seen anything yet, I might encourage you, after waiting a couple of weeks, to go ahead and free file before the May 17th federal deadline for filing taxes. You can free file on irs.gov. They have a number of good free file options that you can use, and then claim that recovery rebate credit so that you get the stimulus money you deserve. We are now 3 stimulus payments down. There is a 4th one looming on the horizon, but anyone out there in YouTube world who is telling you that a 4th stimulus is coming or anytime soon is coming, they're just not sharing the truth to you. They're stringing you along. It is going to be exceedingly difficult for a 4th stimulus payment to make it to the bank accounts of Americans, especially with everything opening up, with over 150 million vaccines now administered, and it looks like the economy's improving. The stock market's obviously doing well. Unemployment rates are dropping. 3 stimulus payments have already gone out, and we barely got this 3rd one. It barely passed. Even with some moderate Democrats not being for it, is a 4th one possible? Highly, highly unlikely. It doesn't mean it's totally impossible, but don't let anyone string you along. Right now, there really is no evidence out there that's saying it's going to happen anytime soon. So what are we going to be doing on According to Vin? This is what we're going to be doing. And I've thought long and hard about this because I need to bring this channel in a certain direction. And I need to think about you. Who are my audience? Right now, my audience is a lot of individuals who have been looking for stimulus checks and wanted the most updated and hopefully what you felt was the most honest and reliable information you could get, especially in a sea of a lot of information out there, propaganda as well. And you found yourself here and you trusted and relied on this information. This is the direction I'm going to go with the channel, and we're going to see how this goes. I am going to bring you news stories about what our government is doing. So decisions they are making that you may or may not know about, laws that they are passing that you may or may not have heard of. And what I'm going to do is expose to you exactly what the government's doing. It may be good or it may be bad. And then I'm going to rate it. I'm going to give it a score, exactly how good I think it is for the American people. So get ready for it. I might have an episode tomorrow on something that our government is currently struggling through right now, a decision they're trying to make that could be very impactful to you. And as we watch them, we're going to let you know exactly what they're doing with the same honest perspective we have been giving you all along. So I hope you come along with me in it. It's going to be a little bit new series. We're going to try and find our grounding in it and figure out exactly what works. It's probably going to be really quick videos, something that's not going to be long and drawn out, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll just let you have it, and we'll let you know what they're doing, and we're going to score them whether they like it or not. Thank you all for coming along with me. As always, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Also, I will catch you all next time.